This video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. How to master the Rob Smith pivot machine gun trade. Outline, intro, description, ICT similarity, trade execution, and recap. Intro. In this video, we will be covering how to master the Rob Smith pivot machine gun trade. Description. As part of his Strat strategy, Rob Smith identified what he called the pivot machine gun, or PMG. These are a set of consecutive swing highs in a downtrend and a set of consecutive swing lows in an uptrend. ICT similarity. These are in essence the same as ICT's low resistance liquidity run. ICT identified a set of order blocks and fair value gaps that have been mitigated, making a clear path for price to run through. Trade execution. Once these are created, you can use the Strat and ICT patterns to help you take a reversal trade that will run the liquidity. Let's look at a few examples of how to identify the pivot machine gun and how to enter a trade for the best results. In this example, we see how price created several swing lows as identified by these arrows. Then once price broke structure, it retraced back up and then took out all of these swing lows. This, in essence, is the pivot machine gun. But what makes price move so fast to take out these swing lows is what's inherent in the move that went up. We see that all of the fair value gaps have been mitigated, and all of the order blocks have also been mitigated. The only fair value gap that was left open was here. Once price dipped into that one, it hesitated, but then went clear all the way down to the other side. If you want to trade ICT on this pattern, you would look for the break in structure, which happens here. This swing low is broken by this swing low. Then price retraces back into the fair value gap and then moves to the downside. If you're using the Rob Smith Strat pattern, you would look for that break of structure. You see this 2 down, 1, and 3 to the downside. That's not an official Strat pattern, so you can wait for a 3, 2 down pattern. This is another sell example where we see several swing lows created, and then price broke structure, retraced, and then took out the rest of these swing lows. And if we look at all of these areas over here, we see this fair value gap was mitigated here, also mitigated here, as well as these order blocks and mitigation blocks. For your entry on this pattern, you can use the ICT entry model, where you look for a break in structure, then a retracement inside of the fair value gap. You can also use optimal trade entry and then enter here. That will give you your profit to the downside. If you're using the Rob Smith Strat patterns, you're looking for your break in structure. Then you have a 2 up and a 2 down pattern, which happens here. This is a buy example of a pivot machine gun where we have all of these swing highs. This liquidity void is where you would look to take your profits. So once price heads all the way down, it mitigates these fair value gaps right here and right here, and then price retraces but shoots back up to take out this swing high, and this swing high. Then it mitigates this mitigation block and then continues to take out the rest of these swing highs and mitigates one more time to go all the way back up to that liquidity void. But you could have exited here to take your profits. So to enter this trade, you can use the Strat strategy. After price has mitigated all of these areas, you can look for a 3, 1, 2 pattern, and that is your entry. Right here on the 1 candle, you can take that all the way up. Now, if you're also using the EMAs, which we have here, the 5 and the 13, you can wait till the 5 crosses the 13 here. But then you would have to wait for a retracement back down. Or you can just enter once price crosses above this 3 candle. That would be a 3-2 entry. This sell example is a quick retracement. However, if you watched price action, you would have seen how all of these moves were balanced. Price moved up and cleared every fair value gap and mitigation block, and then reversed to take out the swing lows before heading right back up. To recap, the pivot machine gun is a great setup for quick and explosive moves in price, and will make trading a lot more fun. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more trading tips and strategies. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy trading.